Welcome to Peru for a walk through the Amazon in the company of Father Gerard Tiraya Lanher, a missionary from Radostinia village at Ligota Bialska parish in the Diocese of Opole in Poland. The Peruvian rainforest, like every person in this world, is unique. Its uniqueness is defined both by its nature and its people of different backgrounds. Many settlers have been attracted to this paradise by the riches of its tropical forest, also called Royal Mountain, its agricultural opportunities, and its natural harmony. The jungle attracted foreigners to explore its beauty and richness. This immigration of foreign settlers, both from Europe and from the Andes, began a transformation of our mission into a multifaceted, multicultural, polyconfessional, and polyethnic place. A place where the local indigenous people seem to be powerless in front of the expansion and colonization of the Andean and Quechua-speaking settlers, many other mestizos, and the descendants of European immigrants. The jungle truly became a green hell. It was a green hell not so much because of the tropical jungle heat, but also because of the exhausting human work clearing the forest's lush vegetation through timber harvesting, which made way for grasslands and pastures. New roads are built under the pretext of promoting rural development. These new roads encourage many to farm commercial crops, which can now be easily transported to market for sale rather than producing foods for local consumption. In fact, this exploitation of natural resources benefits the rural peoples less, while mostly benefiting industrial and political leaders by increasing their own wealth. This so-called rural development results in destruction of the natural habitat and infection of our poor people with negative values such as wickedness, individualism, and consumerism. These negative values feed the senses, but not the souls of the children of God. The Amazon's pure and idyllic landscapes invite us to take care of the soul of man. Only when man is renewed in spirit will he be able to create new things and regain paradise in his heart. To do this, we take the gospel to every village of the parish. They are spread along and across the 100 miles long valley. They are often remotely located in the mountains, on the banks of rivers, along the roadsides, and within the jungle. This diverse geography requires the use of all means of transport. A pickup truck is used not only on dry, unpaved roads, but more importantly, to ford the rivers and streams without bridges. A horse is still useful on trails inaccessible for vehicles because of mud or fallen trees. A boat is used to visit the natives and the colonists living on the banks of the rivers. Although walking is much slower, travel on foot is indispensable to reach the villages hidden among the hills and mountains. The difficulties caused by geography, climatic factors, missions team cutbacks, and limited time often makes it difficult to provide pastoral work and religious instruction for our very faithful. Although this is sometimes frustrating and leads to a feeling of powerlessness, no one is left without a catechesis or sacramental lecture. Unfortunately, in the past, the isolation and lack of missionary resources left many brothers in a spiritual vacuum. This is seen by moral relaxation and a lack of knowledge about the Bible and Catholic doctrine. Despite their confusion, our faithful have something that many educated people lack. They are hospitable, open and kind, trustful, sensitive to the needs of others, able to accompany others in their suffering, willing to share their last piece of bread and their tools, and to help selflessly. They are like the bread that feeds others. Many of them cannot take communion for lack of preparation. But who is really more united to Christ, we who celebrate and receive the Eucharist almost daily, or those that cannot receive the Holy Communion, but who by their gestures and attitudes show love, affection, compassion, and charity to others? Besides the parish as the main mission station, our ministry embraces the rural areas as well. Our efforts have been focused on formation of the Christian leaders and catechists who may meet with the brothers in their communities for Sunday celebrations in the absence of a priest. The parish council valiantly gives advice, time, contributions, and works tirelessly to organize and conduct various activities, jobs, and tasks. They really help to tighten our bonds of brotherhood and strengthen us in serving God. Thanks to God, every year new acolytes come to serve at the altar. Some of them, after many years of service, became catechists, working with children or supporting other groups. Humbly we ask the Lord that from the many He multiply His workers. To this end, we invite them on the first Thursday or Friday of the month to an adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. Our mission has in the past lacked the basic physical structure to do all the needed pastoral work. So important major projects were begun in 2003, including the construction of several chapels. In June 2003, construction of a new rectory and pastoral center began. It would be used for meetings and retreats and would accommodate 40 participants. Also, the building is large enough to provide housing for the nuns who arrived in May 2013. Equipment was acquired to put a parish radio station into operation to spread the gospel and strengthen the Catholic spirit among valley inhabitants. It reaches out to remote and isolated locations 3 times a week with masses, reflections, prayers, and messages. From the beginning, the goal was to use the station as a new tool for evangelization. Also, the old wooden rectory was expanded and remodeled into a hostel for students. This hostel now generates income to offset some of the maintenance and administrative costs of the parish. An essential part of Christ's mission is to proclaim new life through Christian education. For this reason, our next step was to construct a parish school and residence for teachers. It opened on November 17, 2013. The enrollment increases annually with the beginning of each new academic year. These projects were possible thanks to the support of several parishes and Catholic organizations abroad, like Germany, Switzerland, Poland, including the Polish Embassy in Peru, Austria, Canada, and California and Chicago in the United States. We express our appreciation for their generous contributions. One of our greatest satisfactions has been the successful completion and inauguration of 3 chapels constructed with high-quality materials in the communities. These projects are exceptional not because of their size and finish, They are exceptional because of the fundraising efforts of the faithful and because of the contributions of many donors. They are exceptional because prayer and reconciliation overcame discouragement and dissenting opinions. We consider your prayers as an important contribution to our missionary life and work. We thank you for them and encourage you to pray for new vocations and missionaries, priests, religious, and lay people, so our work may be continued. We express our gratitude for your prayers and economic contributions destined to support the missionary work of all the diocesan priests and lay people employed in the Peruvian Andes and Amazon to produce spiritual fruits in the lives of the people served in the missions. May God bless you.